All right, we're doing replacing the springs, swapping them out from new struts to with the old springs on a 2003 Subaru Baja. And we already did one side. So, and the top one is 17 millimeter, the top nut. So that's already been replaced on that. This is a new strut, old spring, old strut, and the old strut as well. And then they'll come with new nuts. These are the old ones. And what you do is basically, you're gonna, don't forget the door shield. So once from a new strut and you have it compressed and have the spring on, get the 19 off, and it's a little bit of a pain to get, you'll have to pry off the mount. And then to install it, you spray silicone spray on the mount to make it easier on you. You'll take the nut off right here. Again, that's a 17 millimeter nut with a washer. You'll put this down until it's flush. And then what you do is you'll interchange and then put that in there, and then those are your nuts and bolts. And what happens is you see how you got the spring will sit on this, but the way it sits on, you see that incline or decline, whichever you want to, where you want to go, but you let the end of the spring sit on it. So you'll let it sit on it like this. See how the new one is? Perfect. Sits in that dimple. And then you put it back together. And again, the only thing you're using is a 17 millimeter socket, and you'll compress it. But what we've done too is whenever it was in there, there's a little bit of a pain to loosen up the top. What you can use is some vice grips, or you can use some channel lock pliers like these. And you can just get somebody to hold it for you. You can hold it, the shaft portion of it. You see, you can just pry on it in, like on this side. See where it is? On the inside of that. Just hold it, and then you can zip off that 17 millimeter nut. And then you just do the same thing in reverse, and then we'll do an installation video as well. But that's pretty much the legit of swapping springs if you want to. Sometimes I usually advise just getting a spring and strut assembly, which is a little bit easier. But if you can't find springs, this is a 2003 Subaru Baja, it may be difficult, or you might not want to spend all the money. But you know, if the car has a lot of mileage, you might want to swap it over. But that's it for swapping out springs to new struts from the old ones.